What's happening, fishing friends? Listen, spring fishing has been tough for me. I've been throwing the moving baits up shallow, trying a bunch of different stuff. It has been a tough bite, but I tell you what, one thing for me that always seems to get bit is a little Ned rig, and today we've got a spin on that. I put the old Hellgrammite Ned rig out to work again, and it's something that I have liked the past few years. Yum come out with these a few years back, and it's been something that I have loved on a Ned rig. So enough yapping, let's go out and throw it. There we go. First one of the day on the Ned rig. Wasn't out there too deep. I got no room to fight these dudes in here. All right. On the Ned rig. Okay, the Ned rig Hellgrammite. I've said that that is a killer little Ned rig bait. All right, there we go. A little pound and a half to start the day off. He's got like, I don't know, somebody's snap swivel in there. I don't want to try to dig it out. It looks like it's up in there a little ways, so. It is really nice out. It's gonna get chilly here soon though. Had to grab my sweatshirt. Wondered if we might find some up in here along the rocks with this little dude, and that's a Hellgrammite. That's a color that one of the subscribed fishing friends sent me. I took some red and chartreuse and colored it on there, gave it just a little bit of a difference. It's got like a brown belly, a black top with like purple flake all over in it. Really neat color. Whoever that was, I completely forgot. I'm sorry. It was from an unboxing not too long ago, but I absolutely love it. The next one tears it up. I'll show you all what color it is. But there we go. First one of the day, the Ned rig. See what else we can find. There's another one. All right. All right, numero dos on the Helgi. Bouncing around in some rocks, not too deep, only maybe 5-6 foot deep. There's a little bit of a drop off here. That's where they're eating it. There we go, a little pounder, but we'll take it. Thanks, fish. Does it make a difference that I put some red and chartreuse on there? I don't know. It looked good though. That is a custom Debo Ned head there, the old tried and true purple. And I just skin hooked that in there, and there we go. Nice little weedless Ned rig Hellgrammite. That thing is absolutely awesome. I love those little Yum Helgies. Those are sweet. Okay, 2 casts later after doing all that explaining, I broke off. I guess it was a sign I should have got these out. Midsummer Night, whoever sent me these, Midsummer Night's the color. That brownish belly, black top with that purplish flake. Rig that up on there weedless, and then like last time, use the fire red and draw up on the front of it. Hit the tail in there with a little chartreuse. Kind of a treacherous little spot here. I've about fallen over twice. We all know my balance is not the best. Okay, there we go. Let me re-rig this. We're ready to go. Another one. Oh boy, he come running right in. Just after we got re-rigged up. Oh, hey, a little bit better, looks like. Shaking his head out there. Come this way, feller. Stay out of that wood. All right, just got re-rigged up. First cast back in, there we go. All right. Best one of the day there, over 2 pounds. Heck yeah, we'll take that. Another Midsummer Night Hellgrammite. It's got a good ring to it, huh? Pretty good looking little guy. Debo Ned head there. That's the June bug color instead of the straight purple. And all this is, we've got a rocky drop off here, and I'm just casting out past it and then dragging it up to that. You know, it's kind of like a hill like this, dragging it up to the bottom of that. All of them seem to be toward the bottom of that little drop off. And a bunch of rocks. That's all I'm feeling out here is just rocky riprap stuff all over out there. Bouncing it and then let it pause out there. Bounce it, drag it, let it pause. Pretty snag proof, not 100% snag resistant. Once you get in this chunk rock stuff, man, it is, you can snag around on anything. The big thing is just keep checking your hook. Make sure that hook point is buried. Try to go with as light as a weight you can get away with. With the wind like this, if you go too light, you won't be able to feel the bottom. Take forever to sink and it'll blow it, so you're not really even throwing it where you want. I think this is an 1/8 ounce. Working all right for an average bank angler like old Debo. There's another one. All right, Helgie strikes again. One more to the tally. Look at that. Look at that hook set. And some people say if you use these EWG hooks, you miss tons of fish. They don't work right. Hooked right in the nose, right where you want it. Hellgrammite Ned rig for the win. And what did I say in my spring fishing video? There's some people that say, oh, if you throw a Ned rig, you're stupid. I'd rather not fish than throw a Ned rig. Come on, man. These are little fish catchers, just like working a little finesse jig, just hopping it and dragging it. He was in some rock, though. I better check my leader line. This is one of the new Element Z2 spinning rods as well. And you can see right where I hold my finger balance on this with the Mirabelle. This is the 3000 size Mirabelle. Feels perfect. I keep my pinky behind it. Gosh, that feels very good. Good and balanced. And again, these are only the $130 rods. I just did a review on these, getting them now. Been able to get out and test them a little bit. I'm really liking this one. This is the, go figure, it's the old Ned rig special. Oh, one grabbed it right there as I was bringing it in. Bounced it up those rocks. He came up and grabbed it. Okay, that's a good sign. I know there's more there. It's just tough, man. I have no room. If you can see, I got trees all up and around me here. I have no room to set the hook. Kind of precarious position. That's what you deal with bank angling. You got to make the most of it. Kayak has spoiled me. You can kind of get anywhere, hit different angles. Oh, bouncing around in the shallows. He came out from deep and swiped it twice. I saw him come out there and follow it. Gosh, I'm all in these trees, the treacherous trees. We'll take it. Look at that. What did I tell you? Swiped at it multiple times. Oh, baby. Look at that. Short, stocky dude. Not very long, but man, he is thick. That's funny. I watched him come up there a couple times and smoke that thing. Missed it and came out again. Nice. Easily over a 2-pounder there. We will take that. Check my line. All right, the Helgie. Who knew? Who knew the little Ned rig Helgie could be so deadly in here? I had one other one try to smash it up there a little bit shallower when I was popping it quicker. He missed it. He didn't come back. That's cool. That's really neat when you see him flash up there like that, chasing it. All right, one more out there. Had to go a little deeper for him. Are you better, or are you just digging me down in that stuff? You're just going way over that way. Don't be jumping. Oh, gosh, I'm in the trees. Stay out of the trees. Come my way, fish. Oh, dang it. There's a big branch coming out right here he got stuck on. Son of a gun. And I was just going to say, man, I've been able to get them all in here, but that one's at a weird angle. Dogging me. Son of a gun. That was a good fish. Darn. Not the big one we missed before, or bigger one, but that's another one on it. The deadly little Helgie strikes again here. I was hoping we could get one before we had to sign out. A little over a pound. Wish we could have got that other. Looked like probably a decent 2.5, but can't complain on just 2 hours is all after work. I'm trying to make this thing last as long as I can here. Throw a couple more casts for, you know, a couple hours after work. Not bad at all. I'm just happy we got some open water fishing out here. Love the Ned rig. Don't care what people say about it. Make sure you stick till the end, because I'm going to go through this rig. There we go. Could that have been the one we lost before, or just a different one? Nope, not as big as the one we lost, darn it. But that's another one out there. After a little lull there for I don't know how long. One more on it, hooked in the corner. Another little pounder. Don't care. We'll take it. Another Ned rig fish. That's 2 in a row. I almost left right before that too, thinking, gosh darn it, I probably missed the last chance at a fish I had there. All right, fishing friends, so listen, that day wasn't just dedicated to a Hellgrammite. It started out throwing a whole bunch of different stuff. I was throwing chatterbait, spinnerbait, moving baits. I threw a crankbait. Nothing. I ended up finding some rock with a good drop off to it. It wasn't just like a flat rocky spot. Good drop off to it, and all those fish were in those rocks. And as I've told you before, the Yum Hellgrammite has been a favorite of mine to throw on a Ned rig. Couple colors I like. The Mud Fleck, so it's this black brownish with this blue flake in it. Really natural, really like that. It's got a good glimmer to it. If you're throwing in clearer water, I really like this one. GB Haze, so it's like a green pumpkin-y watermelon translucent with some blue flake in it. Really like that one. Then the color that I was throwing, I forget what it was. I'll throw it up on the screen, but that was a pack that a subscribed fishing friend sent in to me. Really nice color. Now, I didn't notice it at the time, but it's black with like these purple flakes on it. Didn't even notice that it had purple in it. Really cool color, black on top, and then the bottom is like this brown, but I took, it's kind of faded out now, I took some red Spike It marker, colored the front, and took a little bit of chartreuse and colored up the tail. Does fade a little bit, you have to keep adding it, but was that enough to add just a little bit of a, spiffiness to it? I don't know, probably just a profile thing. This thing looks awesome bouncing around in the rocks. Looks just like some little creature, or Hellgrammite, I guess. Some little creature jumping around in there that the fish cannot resist. The head was one of my Ned EWG heads. A number of places that sell these. Bass Dope, check out him. I'll leave his link below. He makes them. It's just a do-it mold. I make my own. I absolutely love these things. You rig it just like that. This is a little bit tore up, but rig it like that and Texas rig it so it's buried just barely in the plastic. But when you set the hook and pop the hook on them, that hook comes out. So you can go over, limbs and stuff, which you can't do with an open, like a regular open hook Ned rig like this. Once you start to get around wood and stuff, especially from the bank, it can be a done deal, snagged, and then it's a frustrating time. But yeah, throwing that little 1/8 ounce head with that Hellgrammite was the ticket around rock. Now the combo, something that I've shown multiple times, really like this. It's the Shimano Mirabelle. This is the 3000 size. Have really, really loved this reel. Again, I honestly don't think I would need to go above this price for a spinning reel. I've got a couple above that. I'm testing out some stuff, but really this has punched the ticket for me. I absolutely love this reel. Now the rod, interestingly enough, I thought that this could be an issue here because they do have a few exposed threads. And I know Paul on the Aggressively Average Anglers brings this up, that he likes like the padding and all the stuff up here in front where you actually hold it. I'm the opposite. I want as little here as possible. I don't want a bunch of padding. There's an old Lew's spinning rod that I have that it's like, it's extra thick here with padding and stuff. And though that sounds great, I want to be able to stay in contact with the blank. So just my pinky goes back here. I put my fingers here and my finger doesn't even touch that. The threading and stuff. So I thought that might be an issue. Not for me at all. I put my finger here. That's usually how I feel it. If I need to, I can wrap my finger on the bottom of it. But it's actually been a really comfortable rod. This is one of the Cashin Element Z2s. These come in right at, what, 120, 129, something like that. So an affordable, more budget option, more budget. I know it's not super cheap, but for an all-American made, they're making these down in North Carolina, has been a really solid rod. I've got this one, which is, oh yeah, I couldn't remember if it said it there. That's the Ned Rig Special. 610 medium power, fast action, has worked absolutely awesome for the Ned rig. I've also got the, I think they call it the multi-purpose rod, which is just a little bit stiffer. Oh, I think it was a heavier Ned rig. Go figure. This is the 12-pound P-line Spinex braid. I think every meter it changes color from blue to pink. So, if you want to count your lure down, see how deep it's going, good way to do that. And it's just bright, kind of stands out, so I like it. 12-pound with a 10-pound fluorocarbon leader when I'm in and around rocks. This has been a great little combo. And the Ned rig, man, people make fun of it. And I still to this day don't understand, because a lot of them will say, they say, yeah, I don't fish a Ned rig. It's for sissies and this stuff. And I say, oh, they say it's too slow and boring. I say, oh, so you don't ever fish a jig. Well, yeah, I fish a jig. Well, how do you fish a jig? Well, I pitch it out by some brush and hop it around. Sometimes I drag it back. I'm like, I'm doing the same thing with a Ned rig. But, I guess some guys and gals are too studly to mess around with the spinning rods. I don't care about that. I want to catch fish, and it has been tough. I've already skunked twice, once on the boat, once on the yak, another 6-hour grind day that I'll have to put into something. I don't know how, but only 2 fish caught all day. Been a grinder this spring. Weather's been up and down, so hopefully I can find one of those good days where it's magic and the fish bite for me, because it's been a grinder. Comment below, let me know, has it been a grinder for you? And if the day got bad enough, would you throw a Ned rig? Do you resort to that? I love it. I'll fish a Ned rig all day and catch fish. Today's subscribe fishing friend is 413 Kayak Fishing. He just commented on a post, a community post or whatever that I made on YouTube about the new Daiwa reel, the Mangitsu. I think it means full moon in Japanese, but it's the new spiffy Daiwa reel they come out with. It's like 300 bucks. Really want one, but I'm trying to decide, do I need it? Do I not? I don't know. Clearly I've got enough tackle, but some of the new things I like to try and test out. But anyway, he was talking about upgrading some of his stuff. Is there any other new gear that y'all have seen that you want to get into? I don't know. There should be some fun stuff coming up here at iCast, so I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. But anyway, that's enough for me. I got to edit. Love y'all. Thank you again always for supporting, watching. Appreciate you. And until next time.